We all dream, and we all have aspirations. A lot of us have dreams that we had dreamt for long. Some of us had those dreams even as kids. They say building castle in the air. Do you recall when you were a baby? I don't know whether you did that, because I did that a lot. I saw myself being a queen. I saw myself living in a castle. Without anyone telling me, I looked at myself far better than I was with my parents. I envisaged myself owning cars, having the best houses, living in houses just around the water and streams. They looked as if they were impossible, because it was just like a delusion. Some say it's just mere imagination. But do you know that there are many people that have dreamt those dreams and that they have come to pass just as they dreamt those dreams? I might not have had my dreams exactly happening and having houses right where the streams of water is, but I still haven't lost my dream of owning houses, or a house just by nature's side, because I believe that these dreams would still come to pass. I believe that even God himself had dreams. He, being the creator, sat down and decided, this is the way I want the earth. And so as he dreamt it, he spoke the world into existence. Oh, it might look like I'm talking some heresy, because it looks as if, how would you have said God dreamt? But I am talking to you beyond the sleeping and awaking kind of dream. I'm talking to you about the imaginations that come to your mind's eyes, where you sit down in your own world, shutting down every other noise around you, wishing for that which you want to come to pass. You see, it's beyond the age. It might have looked like I dreamt just like a kid and I've stopped dreaming, but the truth of it is, I still dream. Age has no barrier in dreams or for dreams. And so this is why I come to tell you that you must believe your dreams so that your dreams can come to pass. You see, without dreams, we would have no motivation. The wealthiest man on earth is not sitting down. I can tell you, if you go into the mind of such a person, you will find out that he's still dreaming more dreams. I can tell you, if you go to the mind of Mark Zuckerberg today, beyond the Facebook, he's still dreaming dreams. So dream is not a stoppage of life. Every moment in your life, you must believe your dream, and you must know that it can come to pass. And so why do you believe that your dreams can come to pass? Dreamers are people that believe in their dreams. The more they think about it, the more it happens. The more they want it, the more it continues to happen. Show me a man that wants to live life. Show me a woman that enjoys to live more. I can tell you, those people that believe in their dream. I tell you that when you believe in your dream, you would not sit down, because you will keep working. You would not want to keep your fingers crossed. You would want to think and ask questions on what to do in order to improve upon yourself. Because when you believe, you will find ways and solutions to improve upon that which you have started. You must believe in your dream of becoming whoever you want to be on earth in order to go forward. Believe in your dream also makes you happy and proud of yourself, because when you accomplish your dream, you automatically know that one stage of your life has been achieved, and you look at yourself with pride and the feeling of fulfillment. People that do not believe in their dreams are those that are dejected, because continuously you're feeling frustrated and worthless. Believe in your dream, because that would help you know the worth of your life. Dreams are important. Believe also in your dream, because no one will believe it for you. I can tell you the story of Joseph that had a dream and told his brothers, it was beyond just hating him. They first off hated his belief and then did not believe in his dream. And so what would he have done if he had not believed his dream? I believe that each moment that Joseph was taken from the hole, when thrown into the well and sold even to the Egyptian, and being taken even to the Potiphar's house and even thrown into the dungeon, he believed his dream. He knew that somewhat that dream came to pass because God gave him. And when you believe and no one else believes in you, I can tell you that dream would not die. Stay with your dream. Keep your dream burning. Let the fire keep burning. Do not quench it, because very soon your dream will materialize and many people will appreciate you for it. Dreams come true. Dreams come true because we live only once. I can imagine if you do not have a dream, when else would you want to have a dream? Life is but once on this sphere of life. If you cannot or do not believe in yourself or your dream, when will that dream come to pass? You must understand, because you are passing through the sphere once and for all, whatever it would take for you to achieve and accomplish that which your heart and the picture of your mind has given unto you must be done in order to leave a sign on the sands of time. All those that have left history, and a good one at that for us, are those that had dreamt dreams and have accomplished it. And today we have their names written on the sands of time. We have them engraved in history books. We speak about them because they believed. I need you to understand that dreams don't have to be accepted by everybody. In fact, you don't need everybody to love your dreams. You don't need to share it with everybody, because some people, once you explain your dream to them, you get the reaction of the brothers of Joseph. Stick with your dream, believe in your dream, and also expect your dream to come to pass, because surely they will, and it will come to pass. Believe in your dream. Time is everything. Time is one of the world's gifts given by the Maker himself. In fact, time is life itself. The very moment you're born into this world, you began to click on time. And so at every breath that you take in and exhale, you're adding to the number of time you've accumulated. And of course, you're going towards the time that you will be accumulating, depending on how the Maker has already pre-planned for you, or destined, as they say. Some people call it time being money. They measure it by money, but it's much more than that. Because the usage of time is determinant of what you make of it in life. When you breathe in time at each point of your life, you're actually saying, I'm either increasing or I'm decreasing. It becomes clearer as you become wiser as an adult and ready to take up responsibility of your life. You begin to see the need for the use of time in the proper manner in order to bring blessings or destruction to you. So time, when utilized, becomes an advantage to the user, and when unutilized or disutilized, becomes a problem to the user. The idea and the whole concept of time that has been given to man is not intended that man will become afraid. But then time is like the canvas that has been put by the world's masterpiece artist, asking you to sit down and make the drawings of what you want to become in time. You see, we're so quick to thinking that destiny means that the maker just sits down and controls you and makes you become like a robot. But the truth of it, you are part of whatever becomes of you, even as time goes on. So success, happiness, and growth is determinant on how you utilize this time. Time comes out as money for those that understand how investment is very important. And so at the tick of every time, they invest what should come back to them to become money. And then these are the people that at the end of the day, you find out will say they are living well. Every morning when you wake up, you are leaving minutes that you would never get back. So when you lose it, it becomes that you have lost some material things that you never can understand. They say time wasted is as good as money wasted, is as good as scholarship wasted, is as good as your ambition and vision wasted. You need to see time from the way or from the perspective that it ought to be. No one is expected to waste his time or her time because it never returns to you once it's spent. You see, money when lost can be regained. Material things when lost can be regained. In fact, relationship when lost can be regained. But when time is lost, you might never and you will never regain it unless by some divine help that it becomes compressed. But the truth of it, each minute that has been lost remains lost, because you cannot turn the hand of the time back into beginning from the start. What do you do when you wake up each morning in order to utilize this time that we're talking about? You must see it as your walking tool that never ever stops. You are never in control of the time, but you can maximize the use of that time, because the owner that is in charge of that time is one that is above all beings. There is no moment as important as the now time. Even when we talk about time in the perspective of now, present, or the past, and even in the future, the now time is always very, very important. Do not waste even the now, because you are totally in control of this now and not even the next minute. When now appears to you, take your time to use it maximally. Now is the appointed time given unto you. It is now that you can express your gifting. It is now that you can express your love. It is now that you can show your friendship. It is now that you can do the investment that is required. After now, you can't predict it until it becomes yours even in the future. Time would always be everything. You know, one mystery about time is the fact that it's the same 24 hours given to the richest man in the world and the poorest man in the world, the healthiest man in the world and the unhealthiest person in the world, the most frivolous man in the world or woman, and the one that utilizes it in the world. Time judges everyone equally. It does not come to the one that utilizes it well more than it comes for the one that doesn't. It comes equally. It's all dependent on who decides to make good use of it or not. So when you have time, you must know that time itself is just. There is no injustice with it. It's being given to you and I without favor or fear. It just comes for us to make use of it in order to become a blessing first to ourselves and humanity. I speak to you today to understand that if you do not pick and understand the concept of time, you might have yourself to regret. Some have used so much time in investing outside without giving so much for the family. And by the time they get to the zenith of their life and the peak of whatever they must have achieved, they look back and realize that they would have or should have entertained some space of that time in showing love to those that we thought that we were working for. And by then it would have been too late. I didn't do it because I knew I was lying. I had binge watched too many TikTok videos till I got weak and time was far gone. I know how many times I procrastinated taking the desired action. Now I was questioned about it. I cooked up an excuse to justify my incompetence. But the question is why? Why do we actually give excuses? Because we do not feel like doing those things at that moment. We see them as boring and tiring. Have you asked why you do not give excuses for missing an opportunity to have fun? Oh, yes, because that is what we feel like doing. You know you should pray. You start by 12 a.m. and you're already feeling sleepy. Then you go to the Facebook and begin to watch videos for the next 3 hours. I thought you were going to sleep. So you see that excuses are not truly valid, because if you truly want to do something, you will find reasons to do them. If there are challenges, you will find a way around it. Now that you have settled that excuses happened because we actually do not want to do what we give excuses for, what should you do instead? Kill the excuses. As simple as it may sound, killing excuses is the most effective way out. If you do not kill excuses, the excuses will kill your dreams, your ideas, your visions. It will cost you opportunities because you are not prepared to take advantage of them. Excuses will have robbed you of so many opportunities to prepare. It will cost you your goals, and you will not be able to hit it because you have procrastinated the actions that could have built up to achieving your goal. Excuse will kill your creativity, as it will cause your brain to settle and not think for answers. It will allow you to justify your current situation, not seek for how to change it. Excuses also affect your growth, because excuses make you avoid responsibility, thereby making you less accountable, not even for the past actions, but future ones that should help you grow into certain things in life. So you need to kill excuses, because it is not just an explanation you give for not doing something or achieving results. It is an attitude that makes one not attempt to take bold steps of faith towards achieving a desired life or results. There are ways to kill excuses, and these are some of them. How to kill excuses, if you ask? Killing excuses are not an overnight phenomenon. You do not just wake up and bam, it is dead. It requires both an attitude and mental judgment. Let me give you some of these simple tasks that will help you kill excuses even before they arise. You need to focus on the positive. I stop selecting the food I eat by just the taste. I discovered that most sweet food does not add much nutritional value as less tasty food. And so, that excuse had put me to remain positive in my focus. Rather than focus on the negative taste, I switched to the benefits of my health. Thinking about the positives of the action made me eat less tasty food with joy. Same with the boring task you find excuses for not doing. You are to focus on the positives because the resultant effect is what will give you the joy. So stay and do it if it is a task that must be done. In the long run, you will discover that you will find delight in doing it without the need for positives. Another reason is get an accountability partner. Sometimes focusing on the positives may not be enough. You might have issues getting to hold yourself accountable. So, do everything positive. Get someone that would be a checkmater, the one that could tell you to press the brakes, because you need an accountability partner. You know that feeling of dread that makes you avoid a backlash for not accomplishing the task? That is what an accountability partner does to you. What of the feeling of having a wrong image in the mind of the person you respect? That is what an accountability partner does. Like the feeling of looking like an unserious person before some you respect or admire. Look at it from this perspective. That your children whom you want to be the hero for or heroine for, or the one that looks upon you as a younger brother, or those that are in your area that respect you so much. See them as accountability partners. That's one of the driving forces of accountability and how it keeps you in check. You can go as far as ensuring your accountability partners get you to pay a fee for not accomplishing a task. Call it anything. Call it surcharging you. Call it a debt. Call it a punishment. That does it. I heard of a strategy employed by someone where he set a daily goal, gave his accountability partner a particular amount. So anytime he doesn't reach that goal, his accountability partner spends a part of the money till that money finishes. Talk about real accountability. He said he did that to remind himself of how much excuses would cost him in an actual sense. I love that. Another way to deal with it, ask for the help of the Holy Spirit. That sounds as if I'm being religious, but the truth is, every human has something higher called conscience that speaks to you each time you go wrong. It's an intuition that tells you what to do at what time and what not to do at what time. Actually, this should be the first way to kill excuses. Giving excuses might have become a habit that is now a stronghold in your mind, alive. Even when you want to do it, you still come up with excuses on whether you will do it or not. Here, willpower is useless. Discipline and accountability partners would even fail miserably because the spiritual stronghold has not been pulled down yet, making every physical effort futile. For this, you need to ask that great and positive spirit to help you in killing the excuse. That way, every physical effort to imbibe a new habit will be fruitful. Now that you know how to kill excuses, go ahead and do it now. Yes, right now. Start with asking for help of the Holy Spirit. Let Him reveal the method you need to use, or He might show you something new that will work best for you. But do not delay in taking action. Drop everything that you think has been the excuse that you have carried all along. Tell yourself the truth. Make that decision even now. Procrastination is an excuse's best friend. Once you let it have its way, you will find it harder to kill excuses. So don't make friendship with procrastination. Kill your excuses now.